This is Justin Trudeau. The great Canadian book that I'd like to share with you today is one that marked me very recently. It was a book that I got excited about reading through. It's called How the Prime Minister Stole Freedom by Derek Smith.
The idea of mis, dis, and malinformation entered into the mainstream under the guise of fighting off potential propaganda campaigns.
September 11th, 2001.
However, new federal contracting documents show that, unless amended, the U.S. Special Operations Command will continue an open-ended campaign of its own through 2025 to increase the use of deepfake videos while dropping into users' internet-connected devices to see how individuals respond.
Then on January 6th, we relied on law enforcement to save our democracy. So it happened. The Capitol Police, the D.C. Metropolitan Police, other law enforcement agencies were attacked and assaulted.
The broad agency document lays out the use of unmanned aircraft systems in urban and rural areas to send and receive messages via payloads from radio, television, cellular, internet, loudspeakers, sonic projections, holographic projections, and even mentions electronic attacks from secure devices.
This is a dangerous time.
If you're enjoying these videos, be sure to take a moment to like and share it with everyone you know. Subscribe to the James Anthony Report today. It's free and only takes a second. Now back to the report.
Come on, man!
Military Information Support Operations, or MISO, is tech designed specifically for influence of operations, digital deception, and disinformation campaigns, and is also mentioned in the documents.
And then the high-tech piece, which has to be determined as admirable, a deep fake video where you never see my mouth moving, but where the soundtrack would lead you to believe that I am attacking the president.
So while the government narrative these days is always shaped around the view that fake news is to be decried,
It's a time when we need to rely on trusted news sources.
it seems that a new effort is being launched to promote party-approved disinformation.
Speared, sprayed, stomped on, brutalized. Lives were lost. And for 3 hours, the defeated former President of the United States watched it all happen as he sat in the comfort of the private dining room next to the Oval Office.
For some of you, this is nothing new. For others watching this report, it may come as a surprise, while still others will just bury their heads in the sand.
January 6th, they said, was a deadly insurrection.
There was a deadly insurrection that the right wing is trying to cover up.
He incited a deadly insurrection.
Incited a deadly insurrection.
The violent, deadly insurrection on the Capitol 9 months ago was about white supremacy, in my view.
A deadly insurrection. Everything about that phrase is a lie.
However, an acknowledgement in either direction would go a long way in disseminating what is reality versus what is propaganda before the full-on assault of mass deception comes flying over your neighborhood.
Surveillance video from inside the Capitol shows mostly peaceful chaos. But the slogan worked. The term deadly carries enormous emotional power, which is why they used it. To prove the insurrection was deadly, propagandists pointed to the death of an officer.
The United States is not officially at war, and there seems to be no constitutional grounds for such actions. Unless, of course, we the people are the target.
That means that investigators working for the Democratic Party reviewed this tape. They saw it, but they refused to release the tape to the public. Why? Because this tape would shatter the fraud they were perpetrating on the country. Because hiding the truth served their political interests.
A link to the U.S. SOCOM procurement document announcing a desire to utilize deepfakes is in the description. This is James Anthony.
Almost like it was coordinated.
Reporting.